Welcome everyone, my name is Alex, and this is my first attempt at a Minecraft Let's Play. Made a couple of videos, and had a recommendation that I try my hand at a Let's Play, so I thought I'd see how it goes. I'm going to be starting a new single-player world for Minecraft, and let's see, Minecraft is also addicting. Try that. Addictive. Minecraft is addictive. Which is definitely proving to be true. I've been playing for a couple of weeks now, so I'm not a total noob. Watched a fair amount of tutorial videos, and I kind of like making videos. So let's see what we have here. Well, we got some ice, and well, we do have trees. That's a good start, and lots of sand and snow. So this is actually I said this is my first attempt. This is actually my second attempt. I tried to make a video, I don't know, yesterday, and everything was going very well. Until I realized that I had forgot to start Fraps, and in fact had not recorded anything, so that was kind of disappointing. And so I have a different seed, and we're going to try another fresh start. So let's see how it goes. So I realized, I don't know, last week I guess, that I was working just a little bit too hard at the beginning of the game. For some reason I was under the impression that I needed to find coal. This is sort of unproductive here, but I can't stand having the tops of trees just floating around, you know? Yeah, I thought that I really needed coal in order to start getting some torch production going. I know that you can take wood blocks and burn them, or cook them in a furnace and produce charcoal, but I thought that you still needed coal as a fuel. Like, I didn't realize that you can just use blocks of wood as fuel. And so that totally changes the beginning of the game. The last time I started, man, I was like frenetic trying to find exposed mountain and get some coal before it got dark. I ended up digging into the side of the mountain in the dark and just sort of like toughing it out in the night. That was pretty extreme. So fortunately I don't have to do that now. Let's get a little crafting bench going. You can see I have my Donatello skin. Experimented with new skins. Big Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan when I was a young boy. So I decided to return to my roots and try out a Donatello theme. So let's see. Obviously gonna start getting some stone because wood tools are pretty much worthless. Let's see what we can do with this. So I have some exposed stone to work with. There we go. This isn't too bad. My last try at this, I had a really nice like starting spot. It was on the beach, and you know there was all of the different materials visible. In the first rock wall I dug out, I found a node of iron, and life was good. But I guess now we're roughing it in the wilderness. We have a little bit different experience ahead of us to like build shelter and I don't know, a campfire and get some bear fat to make insulation out of or something. I'm not sure. Fortunately, Minecraft does not yet implement freezing mechanics. Alright, I put my workbench in a not terrifically useful place. I found actually, once I get going, my tendency is to just abandon workbenches. They only cost one log to make, so it's really not worth the trouble, to chase them down. Alright, so first order of business, let's get rid of this. And we'll make a shovel. Oh, a shovel. I find that shovels are the first thing I make with diamond. Lots of people are like swords, or of course, obviously a diamond pickaxe is pretty useful. We'll get a sword going as well. But the shovel only costs one diamond, and I really like my digging to be fast, Alright, perfect. I have the right amount for a furnace. And despite my earlier protestations about work tables being cheap, I'll pick that up. First I broke it with my pickaxe, not terrifically efficient. Alright, so let's find a spot to like set up camp. Not really great walls to dig into. Nothing that gives me a built-in roof. I guess I'll go work out of this thing. I find in a lot of my games that what I like to do is set up a starting base, and then once I have some material, I will go and how about right here? This looks good. Pretty low. Once I get set up, I head off into the wilderness and find an ideal spot. Oh, there's that coal that allegedly was so hard to find at the beginning of life. Well, no point in looking a gift horse in the mouth, eh? Yeah, but I think for this game I'm just going to start here. I think I'll set up a base here and try and make something of it. I mean, who knows where things will go. Maybe I'll set off into the wilderness at some point in the future, but... Alright. Alright, got a little cave. That's good. I kind of like the smooth stone walls for my first house. Not a big fan of dirt on all the sides. Not that the enemies can do anything, but there's something psychologically like safer about the smooth stone walls. Like they're not going to break down the door. I guess it's true that if a creeper comes in, they're a little bit safer. I like to build it a few blocks in too, just in case I step out and a creeper blows up. Hopefully it won't invade my inner sanctum. So get that up, and I scored some coal, which is excellent. Let's see, we'll save one of those for cooking stuff. I didn't make any sticks. Yes, I really like torches. All of the items are pretty useful. Your digging utensils and so on and so forth. But if you're stuck out in the wilderness and it's dark and you can only choose one thing to have, the torches is what you want, because if you can't see, you're pretty much out of luck. I don't know. I really like things to be well lit. I guess that's part of the premise of the game, right? Like getting out of the dark and protecting yourself. Let's see. Speaking of which, let's make a door. Did I bring enough wood? We have lots of wood. A door is another one of the things that I have become fixated on. I really like having a door everywhere, and not just a door, but a door with a pressure plate, because I will forget to close it, or someone. I mean, I am playing one player in this case, but someone will forget to close your door, and then you never know. You come home and there's a creeper, and it's not made dinner, and then it's mad when you ask, and it blows up. Okay, I didn't put down my furnace. First, I must get wool. Obviously, the bed is a pretty exciting first investment. I'm not very far away. In my last game, I was trying to experiment a little bit with TNT and using TNT to mine downward, because I find that my favorite way to get to bedrock is to just go straight down, not in like a single column, right? But maybe like a 4 square wide tube down, and then put a pool of water at the bottom. And you don't have to do any of this, like, let's, run a mine shaft, like a mine cart, or jump up like 900 steps. Huge pain in the butt. No, to get down, you just throw yourself into the pit, and splash, you're there. And to get back up, you have to build some ladders, of course. But climbing ladders isn't too bad. It's like running in a straight line. Way less stressful than jumping upstairs, which I absolutely can't stand. So, anyway, in order to dig this hole, though, you kind of have to go through the painstaking process of digging out 3 squares and then taking a step, off to the side and digging out the 4th square and hoping that you don't, introduce a lava pool on top of you. And I've done it a few times and reasonably safe. But I thought, hey, I made this mob grinder and I'm going to see if I have something fun to do with TNT. I'm going to I'm going to drop TNT from above and have it blow up on the ground. There we go. Let's got a space around the outside edge. Of course, I don't have a clock yet. Jeez. And that... Let me place this. With the TNT, you have a nice way to take out layers of rock without putting yourself at risk. That's where I'm going. So the premise is that I set up a little platform from above, and I drop TNT off of it into the hole, and it explodes progressively lower, allowing you to burrow safely without putting yourself at risk. So anyway, I thought I'd give this a try. Stupid snow. Oh, that's not going to work anyway. So I made myself a little elevated platform, and the plan was that I would kind of run over the edge, and stick the TNT on and then hit it, and then it would fall. But what I failed to realize here is that I would be lax in attention to safety, and that I would hit the TNT while I was standing on it, which means that both I and the TNT would fall. Which means I would fall into a large pit, out of which I was not prepared to climb, take damage, and then immediately get blown up by TNT. And so that's bad enough, but to add insult to injury, I had just bulldozed my house where the bed was, and I had not rebuilt it. And of course my castle was far away from the initial spawn point, and so I blew myself up in this pit, and I get the message, unable to find, bed covered or that's a weird tree, or unavailable. Weird but not safe. Anyway, and so I ended up like, basically lost. I didn't really even remember how to get to my castle. I was worried that I would never find it again, and I'd lose all my stuff. But I actually ended up making it back, and I learned important safety lessons about working with TNT, which is don't stand on it when you hit it. So that is actually stupid. Alright, so what I'm doing now, I'm getting a lot of wood, because I do not want to mine for coal yet. I just want to burn a bunch of trees and turn it into charcoal, which ironically you can use to burn more trees, sort of a self-perpetuating cycle, as long as there are trees. Where that goes? Probably nowhere, actually. That was less exciting than I thought. How much do I have? I have 30. Alright, oh, it's getting dark. Well, let's head back to the home. Oh, that looks promising too. I'll have to come back and check that out later. I'd like to pick up my saplings, lay a couple behind so I don't have to really walk very far to find new trees. And we'll head back to our cozy abode. Safe for the first night. So, I guess I'll stop here. We'll pick it up again for a second video, see how things go in the night. Maybe I'll start a mine shaft or something equally exciting. Thanks for listening.